had great plans for today. I was only able to get 5 loads of leaves, and then it got too wet. Even I had to give up. There's always something to do in the garden. And when you get rained out, you can always come in and collect seeds. We picked our amaranth, we just let it dry. These are good and dry, so to harvest these, all you have to do is roll them in your hand. We sort of have a sieving process set up here. And you can see the little seeds, they're just dropping out through the holes. And any of these bigger pieces we'll just add to the deep mulch. Just kind of roll it in your hands. And it's just that simple. You just kind of roll it in your hands. And those seeds just drop right out of there. Pick up some of the bigger pieces. Just roll those again just to make sure. And with the holes in your sieve, you just kind of shake those out onto your plate. And continue. We'll work at this for a little while. Now there's several varieties of amaranth. We like the flowers on these red ones. And if you have chickens or goats, it's great fodder. A lot of places these are considered weeds, but it's a superfood. You can eat the entire plant. You can eat the roots, the leaves. Obviously the stems get a little tough once they get a little size to them. But this will mulch down really fine in the deep mulch garden. And if a few seeds escape, that's just more volunteers. It's pretty dry. This breaks up real easy. And you just take these bigger pieces and re-roll them. You see the amount of seed that we got just off of that one plant. And that takes away most of the bigger parts. Now, I've been doing this for a little while. You can use a plastic sheet. This is just a plastic bin lid. You just lightly blow on it. That takes away most of the lighter chaff on top. Just kind of working around. So far, this works the easiest of anything that I found. Now, you don't have to clean this completely up. You can eat, since this is completely edible, if you get a little bit of that in what you're cooking, it'll be fine. And what we process down, I've already got a full jar. There's a little bit left in there, and we'll clean that up a little more when we're getting ready to cook. And that's all I do to process amaranth seed. Take any kind of piece of paper, piece of cardboard, a spatula, whatever you have, and you scoop that up and you pour it right in your containers. Because we already filled up one jar, I'm going to have to go to the house and get another jar. We're going to stop on the way, dump out those leaves, and that might be all that I get done today. That storm system that's coming across America, we're forecast here in northeast Oklahoma, it's supposed to hit us here in about an hour, and it's going to get down to double-digit numbers. By morning, it's going to be single-digit numbers and snow. Winter's not over yet. But you just work at your garden a little bit at a time, we'll be ready to plant. And I'm still looking at putting potatoes in the ground the end of February, maybe the first week of March. And with the deep mulch keeping those seed potatoes warm, by the time they sprout, we should be really close to the last frost. We should be in really good shape. you can do this too. Just work at it a little every day, even on miserable days like today. Well, let's go get those dumped out, head to the house. Making sure everything's covered up. We got everything covered up. Let's get these leaves out. As cold as it's gonna get, I'm gonna give this just a little more protection. We're getting there. Every load helps, and this is definitely going to be worth it in spring. And I'd much rather be doing this than pulling weeds at 103 degrees outside. Wheelbarrows worked real good to cover this parsley. Everything was opened up enough to get a little rain on it. Get a little cloudy sunshine. Let's get it covered up. Looking at the forecast, these will be covered up for a few days. This is definitely extreme gardening, but spring is coming. You can do this too. Maybe wait till it quits raining or snowing. The cold's not so bad, it's just the wet. That's about as much as I'm going to do today. And until next time, remember, take care of yourself, take care of your family, and God bless you. Come on, let's plant.
Let's go plant garden.